Yo, what's up? My name's Fabian and I live in a tent now since today, which feels kind of crazy, I gotta be honest. But this is my life now, so yeah, welcome to it and all that is yet to come on this channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty new to this forest, so and it's only gonna be a night for, I gotta keep moving. I don't really want to stay at one place for too long because it really just takes away time and doesn't give me much. So, but yeah, let's familiarize us with the our environment and just take a little peek around, I guess. So I kind of came from this way, and it's not too spectacular, just some like dirt roads and whatnot, and this is deeper into the forest, so I'd say, hell, if this, I mean, it feels like an adventure, and now it sure as hell looks like one too. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it really is. Funny how one day you're, sleeping in a room, you got a job, and yeah, so I should tell you, I'm pretty much jobless. Like, I've worked so much that the whole next month is covered. So I'm still getting paid until the end of July, maybe mid-August, but that's not likely. So I'll probably be jobless then officially at the end of July, which is all right. I mean, that's why I work so freaking much, just to have this 1 month ahead. Pretty cool that my boss thought it was cool if we did it this way. I mean, that's definitely man-made, right? Let's just check it out for a second. People live here. I mean, probably not there, but it's pretty cool. I mean, unless they burn people there, then I should get going, but so far so good. Haven't seen anyone around, which is okay. I'm cool with meeting new people, but I am not too sure if I'm moving on private grounds here, which is kind of likely. I mean, this is pretty I mean, people live around here. This is not like the middle of nowhere, I gotta be honest. But should be cool. I've got my little tent put up back there, and I mean, this is a forest. Like, what's the big deal? If they don't like me, they can just tell me to go, and fine, I'll just move somewhere else. I mean, I'm pretty mobile now. Took me a minute to put that tent up by myself. It's pretty amazing what you can do today with the technology. Just it has changed a lot, especially with outdoor gear. There used to be like, you think it's stressful today, but it used to be a lot worse. I mean, these tents, my tent weighs like 1.7 kilos, and that thing used to be like 10 kilos minimum. Yeah, camping really wasn't all that great back in the days, I think. I mean, honestly, nothing really was all that great back in the days. Like, I mean, life especially. I feel like maybe having had... Maybe having a job back in like the 50s was pretty cool, because you could just like swap around. I think that was made it a pretty cool time to just be employed and get good money out of pretty average jobs, which is pretty damn impossible today, as I've experienced it over the past 5 years, where I had various jobs. All of them were bad in their own way. Like, some of them were kind of cool and interesting for a time, but they just got like worse and worse and worse. Well, at some point you either break and you start destroying yourself and end up destroying yourself, or you make a move into the right direction, which is definitely a lot harder mind-wise than just wrecking yourself with like alcohol and just, not taking care of your body and whatnot. But in the long run, I feel like I'm gonna benefit a lot more from making the weird choices in my life, the weird beneficial choices. Like, I like it. I mean, sooner or later, I know what's gonna happen. That's what makes it pretty much okay. I'm gonna have to get like day jobs in whichever city I'm at, whenever I'm at in them, because obviously I can't just run out of money. And I mean, with one thing, like parents, am I right? As annoying as they are, with one thing they're correct. You gotta be insured. Like, that's just the thing. Sure, it costs money. I mean, that's like the only downside of it, of having an insurance. But thing is, man, something happens. I know I sound like my mom, but something happens, and just you break a finger. I mean, right now my finger isn't broken, and I could just say, I'll fix it myself. But yeah, I'd probably cry and run to a hospital. Gotta be completely honest. I mean, you know, as long as nothing's happening, you're like, oh yeah, I'm totally cool with just stitching myself up ghetto style. But nah, man, you're way too, how do you say, pedestrianized. You like like a pet that thinks it can live out there, but it just can't survive. I mean, no, I'm cool with being out there, but like having an insurance, sure, it costs a bit of money. But first of all, you're how do you say? It's the law here in Germany to be insured, and so you just kind of gotta go with it. They make it very hard on you if you live the way I do since today. Wow. Fucking feral beast is what I am. I mean, I still got the night ahead of me. I already feel a lot closer to nature, which is nice. There's some shrooms growing down here, and I have no idea if you can eat that or not, but I'm probably just not going to until I really have to. So we were talking about insurance, and look, if something happens, you're insured. Just like, sure, you pay a bit of money, but then you have nothing, literally nothing to worry about. You just gotta have that money and just make room for it and just be like, all right, maybe no cigarettes, no alcohol, and when I break both my legs and lose my arms, someone's there to help me. Yeah, you gotta make, stack your things up in a matter which is like most important to not so important. That grammar was horrible, but I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, as you can probably tell, my English isn't, it ain't perfect, and actually there's a car coming. I think I might just actually take a little. I have no idea if they like me being here. I mean, this is, like I said, private grounds, but yeah, actually I'm gonna make a little run for it. Cool, I'm out. Alright, back into the safe zone. I mean, if they come this way, then whatever. I'm just gonna roll up and pack my shit and go somewhere else. But as for right now, I think this is pretty cool. What's also cool about it is I feel like such an adventurer. I mean, I didn't plan this thing like a single bit. I just bought some basic shit. I bought a pot. I bought something to boil my water on. So pretty much like fire from a gas oven, stove, little camping thing. And well, I already had the backpack because I've been spending a year abroad in Australia before. That was back in 2012. 2011 to 2012. So yeah, I already had the backpack, which is like, a huge head start. Those things are expensive, man, and money's, not the greatest issue right now. Like, I have some, obviously, I still gotta eat food and shit, and so right now, money, insurance, that I'm still employed like the whole month and the next month. So like I said, that ain't an issue for now. Just gotta see what it's like to get around living in a fucking tent and just being out there. So you're probably like, so what's your goal? You just like go wherever? That sounds cool. Yeah, pretty much go wherever. And I kind of want to make my way to the West. You know how they sing Go West? And while I think that song is pretty much meant for America, from the East Coast to the West Coast, where the niggas chilling with the... See, I'm not a good rapper, but I'll keep trying. Alright, cool, car is gone, so those weren't cops or anything sent to beat the shit out of the homeless guy here. Yeah, just gotta see what it's like, pretty much. Unlike most others, I guess, not too worried about throwing myself into new situations and new realities, like going from casually employed city life liver to buying a tent. And it all happened really fast. Like I kind of thought about it for a few months now, that I wanna use this summer for myself and just be out there and just, honestly, I just want to see what happens, like what it does to me. I just want to see what another car. I mean, I'm just gonna roll back. Just, you know, I'm not sure. Maybe I can evade some talking if no one sees me here. You know, I don't know. Just play it safe for tonight. I mean, first night out. Getting constantly interrupted here. I mean, not sure if you've seen it. This is my tent, by the way. I think I showed it to you at the beginning of the video, but anyway, that's it. So yeah, I kind of just want to see what happens out here, like what it does to me. I'm a pretty creative guy. Like I like making good use of my abilities, like being able to write or make artworks on the computer. It's just my way of dealing whatever is happening around me and with me and inside me. Just learning how to properly I realized that just living in the city, it didn't really do it for me. It just didn't cut it for me. It seemed like such an one-way ticket to hell. Like, you make money, you spend money, you never really make any new experience, you never really find anything in the city that you can't buy, and that already is a pretty bad sign if all you can do is just consume, pretty much. And that's just, I realized just that everyone I knew was just giving into that kind of lifestyle so easily. It was just like, yeah, this is life. And I've always been the guy who just said, nah, man, that's some weird, like, mutation of what life has become for you. But this is not life. It can't be. I knew it'd never make me happy, so I just decided for a new way of life, of thinking about life, you could say, and living life in a different way. And just the truth is that when people say do what makes you happy, follow your dreams, this is what it looks like. You'll be pretty damn alone for a good while, and you gotta deal with that loneliness. And whatever you believe is right or wrong, when you do this, following your dreams, you just gotta understand that until you get there, even once you chose that path for yourself, you're not walking on the paved road anymore, unless your dream is to become, like, I don't know, CEO of Deutsche Bank. Then I guess that's a pretty paved road if you do things right. Just like if you have the average teenager dreams of being happy and free and whatever, you walk on your own rocky road, and it's gonna be pretty rocky. It's gonna be like it's gonna be a journey, and it sure as hell won't always be easy. You just be aware of that. And I just what I pretty much want to do with this channel is show you the reality of being out there and living your life. You know, it ain't always gonna be easy. It ain't always gonna be fun. That's for sure. But I can already see that coming, so that kind of makes it okay. And I've seen some shit in my life, so I can, like, it just taught me how to deal with the negative portions of life. And I was about to say it feels weird, but honestly, it just standing here and finally having some time for myself and no one around, it feels pretty damn real. It feels pretty damn good. Like, it just feels like a normal thing to do. Like, if you have something in mind, what I can tell you, maybe to finish off this video, because I'm kind of running a bit low here. If you've got something in your head, give it a try. That's what I've been doing since beginning of 2016. And give it a try, a good hard try, and realize that not everything just fucking works out just because you like it so much, just because you have such a great idea. I had great ideas and they just absolutely fucking failed. I put my money and time and effort into them and they just didn't work out. Fucking destroyed me, but that's how it was. I learned from my mistakes. Honestly, in one case, I just had to learn to walk away from a cool idea I had that could have easily worked out. But this is life. It just, sometimes you have chances, sometimes you have good and sometimes you have bad luck. And I just had bad luck with the shit I tried, with the shit I did. And this is another thing. I just, this is different. It feels more natural to me to just do where my heart, go where my heart tells me to go. Just wherever, wherever feels right is right. Home is where your heart is, and I never really felt at home where I was back then. Like, a day ago. And 25 years before that, I'm pretty old. Like, I definitely ruined some chances. My teenager years I've definitely left behind. Like, you turn 25, you're tell me what you want. You're old. You're older than young. You're not that young anymore. And I felt like, I feel like it's slowly getting time to just walk away from what other people tell you is wrong and right, and you just have to walk away from the questions in your head, from that fear that still keeps you kind of steady on the paved road. And that's a lot of paved road, I know, but that's what it's going to be for now. But it's time to make your own choices for yourself. You will be wrong a lot of the time. You will regret some choices. Life isn't no regrets. That's just not how it is. We learn from our mistakes and from our missteps maybe. But learn how to walk ahead and see where it leads you. Discover yourself, discover your own road in life and how you want to walk and how you want to get there and how you want to go about your problems and go from there. Just be open-minded towards yourself and what your heart tells you to do. Your heart probably just beats and tells you shit, but that voice inside of you, soul or your still working synapses or however you want to call it, they've told me a long time ago to just get out there. And I was like, so what then? Just do it. You smile about that, and you're just like, yeah, you will, definitely. And time goes by and you get a new job and whatever, you maybe move into a new place and you suddenly you realize that now or never, and that's pretty much how it was for me. I wanted to run away from all this for a good 3 months now, really badly, and my body just told me that this would be worth fighting through. It often told me that some things weren't worth fighting through for me. Jobs that I just left just like that from one day to the other, which had some pretty bad consequences for me, but I felt it was necessary. So this time my body just told me to punch through it and just, work ahead. And I'm just so glad I did. Just like looking back at it, I was pretty fucking broken past month, like specifically like May. I just wanted to fucking drop down and just die, just get hit by lightning or have a piano drop on my head. But I'm just, in the end, I just look back at it and I'm just so glad I made it through, and I did it. I didn't just run away from it. I just, once in my life, I was like, man, if you do this, you've got this 1 month where you can do whatever the hell you want. This is the job. This is the company you can do it with. It was a tough job, the toughest job I ever had in my life. But the guys working there were somewhat relatable and cool and understanding, you know. I could tell them that I would just, I asked if it was possible if I could work just shit tons of hours and just have my entire month covered by it. So this allowed me to pretty much just walk away from everything right now and have this 1 month where I have my insurance and I still get my money. This is awesome. This is super awesome. And if there's one more thing I should probably tell you is that when you do something like this, don't really plan through the journey. I mean, if you're the kind of guy who likes that, I guess then you should do it. But honestly, like, save your stupid mistakes for later. Just, man, you want to run this thing as smooth as possible. You're gonna encounter enough shit on your way and have enough problems where you go. I mean, you always do. Just plan ahead in the sense that it helps you later on, like I did with my job. It was fucking tough working there the last month. It was a really, 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 like, yeah, it was a pretty bad job. I mean, it paid alright, but it just, I mean, it almost killed me. I guess that makes it a pretty bad job, like inside. Yeah, it got me back into some pretty destructive behavior patterns and thought patterns, so kind of glad I'm out of that. But after a long day, and you know what you did, and after many years I'm back out here again, and this time I'm smart about it. I brought my $400 camera with me and the will to start another channel. As you should know, I already had a few, and they didn't quite work out. Like, one got deleted by YouTube because I was doing some shady shit. That sounds awful, but it's I'll explain it another day. It wasn't anything to worry about. I mean, just for me, because I thought I ended up making some money off it, but you know, before I could grab it, my channel got deleted, which is fair enough. And I had a ton of sub channels, and one of them was my casual channel where I just like film my everyday life. It was going alright. I was a bit of a dumb bitch back then. I mean, that was like half a year ago. And that got deleted also, so that kind of threw me back to ground zero. Like, everything just fell apart in front of my eyes, what I had built up for so long. Sure, it was a criminal enterprise, but come on, man, you gotta forgive me. I mean, part of it was legal, but I didn't make any money off that. I mean, I ended up making 0.0 anyway, but still. You make choices in your life. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them don't do jack shit. And, you know, that was one of those choices that ended up just like, you know, you go on a diet and after 3 months you end up being like fatter than even before. So, I don't know, back to where you started. But I was pretty destroyed. Like, I don't know. I don't want to get stuck on that story for too long now. I mean, we're already pretty late in. So yeah, this is hopefully my final new channel, which is gonna be an, you know, interesting new way of channeling. And when you run out of words, it's, I think, time to end the video. I mean, I just don't wanna. I feel, gotta be honest, I've been pretty alone for the past few years, and it drives you insane. But you miss company, and you start making your own, and you know, holding a camera up in your face is a pretty good way to just start talking and just pretend you have, not pretend you have something. No, I don't. I know this is a camera and no one can hear me, but the idea of just having people online who can watch this it's cool. I like it, and I definitely like what's still to come. So it looks like it's the middle of the day, but it's actually getting pretty late. Can I sleep? I don't think I can. I guess I could read something. I brought like a book that I've read before, like a year back or like a few years back. It's a cool book, but I kinda already know what it says. How stupid of me to bring that. Alright. I mean, I don't really want to end this video. I mean, I hope you guys, if anyone's watching, I know, like, this is my third channel. I know what it's like with getting views on your more normal channels where you don't copy other people's work who are far more successful. But should I tell you about some? Nah. Well, I mean, we checked out the forest. I talked a bit about my past, not too much. There's obviously still a lot to come, but you know, you gotta digest that shit first. I mean, first channel, first new video. I mean, as I know, 2 people are gonna watch this, no one's gonna give a shit, and it's gonna, as always, take fucking forever to, you know, build a community, grow a fan base. Not really entirely sure what I'm gonna do. I mean, food and all that isn't really an issue right now. I don't want to go like too far away from the tent because you're not too sure who's roaming these woods. Maybe some madman just come running in there or something. You know, I'm pretty mad, man. Still, what am I gonna do? Help me out here. I mean, once I post this, probably some days have already passed. I've gotten used to this, accustomed to the new world, to my new life, my new reality, and the first step is hard, but it's a cool one. It's definitely, I'm excited. Yeah. Alright, I wish you a good night if you're going to bed, or you know, if you're ever going to bed. I don't know how other people sleep. I barely do it. This is why I got these pretty bad rings, but they'll go away. Yeah, I guess I'll see you when I see you, and what still hasn't been said will be said in the next videos. I hope I survived the night. It'd be a shame. Then again, I've already seen so much. Guess I'll go down with a smile if they don't rip it off my face. Alright, see ya guys.